This is not a peace plan, it's a political ultimatum. The US and Ukraine just announced an updated peace framework in Geneva, but don't be fooled. Sources suggest this framework is less about ending the war and more about forcing Kyiv to accept major concessions that align with Moscow's long-standing demands. With President Trump warning Zelenskyy to cooperate or fight his little heart out without American backing, the choice is clear. Accept the terms of surrender written in Washington or lose the vital military support keeping the country afloat. This is the truth behind the peace framework, the American push. The core reason for this sudden peace framework lies in Washington's shifting political priorities. The U.S. has invested over $100 billion in this war, and with looming elections and deep internal divisions, patience is running thin. The framework, which was hammered out in closed-door meetings, contains several crucial elements designed to force a ceasefire. Key concessions on territorial disputes, a freeze on current front lines, and an agreement to formally initiate status talks within a defined timeline. This is the financial leverage being applied. The U.S. has explicitly linked the continuation of any future military aid beyond humanitarian necessities to Kyiv's full compliance with this negotiation roadmap. For President Zelenskyy, this document is a stark message. The unlimited Western support is officially over, and the clock is now ticking toward a painful resolution. The Russian red line. While the U.S. pressures Ukraine, Russia's stance remains unyielding. For Moscow, any peace framework must acknowledge its territorial gains as a new reality. The Kremlin has repeatedly stated that the denazification and demilitarization of Ukraine, along with guarantees of its neutral status, are non-negotiable. This framework, however, is being presented as a way for Moscow to achieve its strategic objectives without further military campaigns, giving Russia a diplomatic victory it desperately needs. The implicit message to Kyiv is clear. Reject these terms, and Russia will intensify its offensives, making any future settlement even more painful. The challenge for Washington is to bridge the chasm between Ukraine's territorial integrity and Russia's declared ambitions, a task that seems impossible without significant concessions from Kyiv. Zelensky's impossible choice. For President Zelenskyy, this framework presents an impossible choice. Accepting a freeze on the current front lines and relinquishing control over significant eastern territories would be seen as political suicide, potentially leading to immediate revolt in Kyiv. However, rejecting the framework means risking the complete withdrawal of American military aid, a risk that could lead to military collapse within months. Washington is, in effect, forcing Ukraine to choose its executioner. This isn't peace negotiations. It's a desperate calculation of survival by Washington, prioritizing its domestic political stability over Ukraine's territorial integrity. The pressure is on, and the world is watching to see if Kyiv will defy its most powerful ally and risk everything, or submit to the new reality dictated from Washington. The future of Ukraine now hangs on a single decision in Washington. To keep up with every twist of this high-stakes political thriller, make sure you subscribe to the WorldView channel now and stay ahead of the narrative.